not able to see the live classes, then you can see the recorded session also. You will get the PDF, whatever the presentation I will teach you in the session, you will get the PDF of this class. Then you will also get the mock paper, and after that you will get the ebooks also, and doubt session anytime you can ask in the class also. Is that okay? So this is your success batch, and what you are getting in this batch, this is your particular PDF. And if you want to purchase the CIB ka Mahapack 2.0, so in the CIB ka Mahapack, because see, the name say that CIB Mahapack. So CIB Mahapack 2.0, first of all, the validity 2 year is going on. If you enroll it today now, 2 year validity is going on. In this Mahapack, you will get bilingual plus English medium batch. Okay. You will get the revision classes. You will get the ebooks, mock paper of each compulsory subject. You will also get the video course of elective paper. You will also get the live classes of elective paper before the exam. You will get marathon and mini marathon of the previous session, and you will get the doubt session at every second and fourth Saturday. So you are getting these things in the CIB ka Mahapack 2.2. So if you want to enroll in the Mahapack, so same coupon code you have to apply, that is Y391 for the maximum discount in this batch. Okay, now let's move toward the session. So this is your banking regulation and business law, that is BRBL. So what exactly this act mean? Banking regulation. How to regulate. How to regulate the bank. This is called BRBL. Because in this particular subject, I'm going to teach you total 25 acts in this BRBL subject. And what is act? Act means law book. So, what is the basic difference between the normal book and law book? Normal book, just like in the school, in college days, you people just read the books. It contains chapter, first of all, the content, chapters, question answer, etc. But in the law book, it's contain nothing but the thing are given in the point wise form. And class, this point wise, okay, this point wise is known as what? This point wise is known as sections. So that's why whenever I just say the name act, it means section. So in every act, in 25 act contain the section. Now the question will come in your mind that, ma'am, whether we have to mug up all the section of the act, the answer is no. You only have to focus that section, which is the part of the syllabus. Because in my lecture also, because see, the section based question will come only 2 to 3 question. The section based question will come only 2 to 3 questions. So that's why no need to worry. So only you have to focus on the important concept that I will teach you in the class, because concept clarity is the main thing that you have to focus. Is that okay? Now, if you just say that who enact law? So guys, we know that the government have a three part, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. The main work of legislature is to make the law, executive to execute the law, and judiciary to just give the justice on the basis of law. So nobody can interfere in the work of another. So this legislature, if we talk about the central government, so legislature is parliament, and parliament include Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha plus president. So when these three will authorized, approved, then it become an act. So this is a process to become an act. Is that okay, class? So the legal subject, you have to study nothing, but you have to study the act. Okay. Now see, first of all, the types of question asked in the exam. First of all, please read out the things. So class, as you can easily see that in your exam, the one-liner question will ask, okay? This is your one-liner question, okay? This is your one-liner question, okay? So at least 40 to 50 question were asked from the one-liner, in which the 4 MCQ was there. Section based question, only 2 to 3 question were asked as a section based question. Is that okay? Definition, see, each act contain the definition. So definition is the legal term of the particular act. So in the definition portion, you will get 4 to 5 question from the definition portion. Suppose if the word warranty is given, so the definition will be given and you have to tick mark on the particular word. Without option, no options will be there in the without option question, and 5 to 8 question were asked without option. Okay, without option 5 to 8. So in the without option, basically the numerical, the answer which is the answer which is in the form of number. Suppose what suppose in which suppose from lower court to high court in how many days we can go, that is your without option. So it is 30 days. So 30 days you have to write in a number, so that type. Act of the year they will ask, full form they will ask, and case studies question, at least 10 to 15 question were asked from the case studies. Case studies means the particular fact will be given, and from the fact you have to apply your concept and you have to tick mark on the 4 option. And the last one is class paragraph based question. So in the paragraph based question, one page paragraph will be there. Okay, one page paragraph, and then 5 questions will be there. So paragraph based question, basically 2 to 3 questions were asked from the paragraph. So here one question, full form one question. So this is your types of question that asked in your exam. Please see the format. Now class, come toward the syllabus of BRBL subject. Okay, the syllabus. BRBL, Banking, Regulation and Business Law. Okay, that is the subject name. So class, first of all, I would like to say you that this BRBL subject contained 4 modules: A, B, C and D. A module contained 2 acts, B 4 act, C 10 acts, and D 9 acts. So class, total you will get 25 acts in the BRBL subject. Okay. So out of these 4 acts, the important one is C and D. Because as you can easily see that 19 acts were there. Okay. So that's why the C and D module is very, very much important. Okay. So if you just focus on the C and D now, so basically 70% syllabus covered from C and D, B contain 20% syllabus, and A contain 10% syllabus. Please see. Extremely sorry, class. Now, module D. So class, first of all, see what module D contain. It's a commercial and other law with reference to the banking operation. So in module D, we basically have to focus on the commercial law that is related to the business. Okay, now see. The first is Indian Contract Act. So in this act, we have to study about the rules and regulations of the contract. As the name of the act, you can easily identify that which topic which topic rules and regulations we have to study. So in the Indian contract, we have to study, see, as I already told you, suppose Indian contract contain total 266 section, but we do not have to study these sections. We only have to study the meaning and essential of contract, key components to form contract, contract act and banking, then what is indemnity, guarantee, bailment, pledge, agency. So these are the concepts that we have to study in the Indian Contract Act. That is important. Okay? So when I will teach you Indian Contract Act, it will just take 5 days because this act is very much important. Suppose in module D, total 9 act is there. So out of 9 acts, 4 to 5 acts are very important in which so many questions were asked. So that's why if you attend the live class, because my subject contain 40 days. So in 40 days, I will cover all the BRBL subject. Okay. So this is your Indian Contract Act. The next is Sales of Good Act. In the Sales of Good Act, you can easily see we have to study that how the goods we sell from one person to another person, and goods contain always the movable property. Okay, so we have to study the meaning and essential point of contract of sale, condition and warranty we have to study, and unpaid seller. So these are the three concepts that we have to study in the Sales of Good Act. Is that okay? Because condition warranty, that's a concept. Unpaid seller, that's a concept. And contract of sale, that's a concept. Okay? Next one. Indian Partnership Act. Kindly see the content that we have to study in the Indian Partnership Act. if we talk about the Indian Partnership Act, okay, so we have to study about the definition, meaning, and the nature of partnership. Suppose if three company is there, three company want to do a business, so they have to form the partnership firm, and the partnership firm they have to do the business. Now, relations of partners to the one another, relations of partners to the third party, minor admitted to the benefit of partnership, and dissolution of firm and effect of non-registration. So these are the topic that we have to study in the Indian Partnership Act. The next is Company Act. In the Company Act, we have to study about the rules and regulations of company, in which we have to study the definitions, features of company, types of company, memorandum of association and article of association, ultra vires constructive notice, indoor management, membership of company, prospectus, and director. So, these are the topics that we have to study in the Company Act. The next is LLP. LLP is also a form of organization which the basic aim is to do the business. So, definition, body corporate, partners and designated partners, liabilities and changes in designated partners, incorporation of LLP, and the partners and their relations that we have to study in the LLP. In the transfer of property, we have to study about the immovable property, okay, that the sale of immovable property, mortgage of immovable property, okay, lease and actionable gain. So these are the four topic in the Transfer of Property Act that we have to study. Okay. After that, Right to Information Act. In Right to Information Act, we have to study about the that what information we can ask from the public authority. Applicability, definitions, right to information and obligation of public authority, procedures, disposal of request and appeal. See, The next one is Information Technology Act. Okay. So in the information technology, we have to study about how the technology, just like computer, mobile, impact on the, in our daily life. So what is the impact of IT Act in the banking sector also we have to study in the Information Technology Act. So definition, electronic governance, certifying authority, digital signature certificate, penalties, appeal, investigation, critical information infrastructure. So these are the topics that we have to study in the IT Act. Then Prevention of Corruption Act. So corruption also happen in the public sector. So that's why we have to study this act. So in the Prevention of Corruption Act, definition, special judge, offense penalty, fixing of fine, person authorized to investigate, banker's book and appeal and revision, we have to study in the Prevention of Corruption Act. Okay, class? So these are the 9 acts that we have to study in the module D. Is that okay? Now, module C, that is also very much important and it contains total 10 acts. So, module D, C contain important aspect, important acts, law, and the legal aspect of the banking operation. So, the first is Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. Okay. So, Ombudsman is basically where the complaints of the banking the complaints between the bank and customer can also come in the ombudsman. So ombudsman is the authority who will just solve the dispute between the customer and the bank. Okay, so we have to study what is the procedure, in how many days we can file complaint to the ombudsman. So this is the basic thing. The next one is MSME, that is Micro, Small, Medium Enterprise Development Act 2006. We have to study in this particular act. Is that okay? So in the MSME Act, basically, if we talk about the rural areas, so what development we require in that area, and suppose they need any help of the loan, so they can easily contact with the banking sector. Okay, so you can see here the MSME, it is important for the promotion of industrial development in the rural areas, use of traditional and inherited skill, use of local resources, and mobilization of resources and the exportability of product. It's provide maximum opportunity for employment outside the agriculture sector as well as. Now, Surface Act. So in Surface Act, as you can see, we have to study the definitions. Surface Act means without intervention of the court, how the bank and financial institution can take money from the borrower. This is called Surface. So there is a separate procedure that we have to study in the Surface Act. So Surface Act is one of the lengthiest chapter of your BRBL subject and so many questions asked from the Surface Act. So definitions about this Surface, enforcement of security interest, central registry, offense penalty, miscellaneous, registration of security interest by secure creditor. That's it. DRT, Recovery of Debt and Bankruptcy Act, about establishment, jurisdiction, power, authority of tribunal, procedure of tribunals, and etc. We have to study. Okay. Then Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. In this, we have to study about the that suppose if any company, LLP, partnership firm become insolvent. So what is the procedure to take money from the borrower? So this is a particular act. Then Bankers Book Evidence Act. Suppose if any case come toward the bank, come toward the court. So what evidence the bank have to present? We have to study in the Bankers Book Evidence Act. Legal Service Authority Act, in which we have to study about the Lok Adalat, because Lok Adalat is also an authority in which our matter can be easily solved by the Lok Adalat. Next, the Consumer Protection Act, in which consumer, because we also are the consumer, if any services, if any goods come in a defective way, we can go to the consumer forum under this act. So we have to study about this one. Then the law of limitation, it's contained definitions, limitations. It means suppose from lower court to high court, within 90 days we have to go. So what is 90 days? 90 days is the limitation. That's it. Okay. And this is tax law. So class module C contain total 10 acts that we have to study. And now if we go through the module B, you can see module B contained 4 act plus concept class. So first is prevention of money laundering. Next, negotiable instrument act, in which we have to study about the check, bill of exchange and promissory note through document how the uh, online system in which we just transfer money from one person to another person, how it regulate, that's contained in the payment and settlement system act. So these are the 4 act plus concept is mortgage, what is appropriation, what is assignment, what is pledge, what is hypothecation, bankers lien, set off. So these are the 6 topics that we have to study in the module B. And the last chapter of this module B is charge, that we know when the charge create on the security of the borrower. So what is the rules and regulations for that charge? We have to study in this one. Okay, that's it. And now the last one is module A. So module A contain 2 act, Reserve Bank of India and Banking Regulation Act. As we know that RBI is the regulator of all the bank. So we have to study the rules and regulations of RBI and Banking Regulation Act. Okay, it's a 1949 we have to study, and this is 1934. Okay, so this is BR Act, this is RBI Act we have to study. So in this act, the topics are as follows: legal framework of regulation of bank, control over organizations of bank, regulation of banking business we have to study, then return, inspection, winding up, merger, acquisition we have to study, and NBFs. So guys, these are the topics in module A that we have to study in our term. So I hope so that is that's all for today's class. Okay, so class, if you want to enroll in the class, okay, if you want to enroll, so you have to use the coupon code that is Y391 for the maximum discount. Okay, so in this batch you can see that there are 4 subjects. Let me confirm you the exact time of your subject, okay, so that you can easily come in the class at a sharp time, because live class is very important for your success. That's why the batch name is Success Batch, okay, in which you are getting everything that you require. So if I talk about the BRBL, it's the same 29, okay. BRBL same timing. If I talk about the ABM, so the ABM timing is 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Okay, you can just note down 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. is the time of your this ABM. Okay, then the timing of BFM is 9 to 10 p.m. Okay, 9 to 10 p.m. is your ABM, sorry, BFM, and ABFM the timing is 7 to 8 a.m. So class, this is all for your particular class. Okay, so in this batch you will get everything whatever you want. Okay, so see class, in my batch, okay, in my class, suppose if I just finish module D, suppose if I just finish module D now, so module D basically, when I finish the module D now, I will give you the summary of module D. Okay, I will give you the definition terms of module D, and I will give you the questions of module D. So these are the things that I will give you in the paid class. Okay, and in YouTube session also, because YouTube session is also very much important. So in the YouTube session also, I will just teach you the summary of all the act plus questions of your Macmillan book, and definition also I will teach you in the YouTube session. So that's why the paid class plus YouTube session is very important for the concept clarity, and only 3 months are left. Just focus on this batch. Okay, and you will absolutely crack your exam. Okay guys, so that's all for today's. So if you want to enroll in any batch, you can please go through this success batch. Okay, you can also take the single batch, okay, if you want to know. And this is the elective paper video course. You can take the English medium via recorded video course here. And this is the ebook of compulsory subject. Okay, you can see it's a BRBL, BFM, ABFM, and ABM. And this is your book of CIB compulsory subject. Okay, this is your CIB ka Mahapack 2.0. In the Mahapack, first of all, today 2-year validity will be there. It will contain bilingual and English medium batch. Okay, then MCQ, that is in quiz format. Then it will contain CIB Mahapack, also contain the ebooks. Then mock paper, doubt session, marathon and mini marathon of previous sessions. Okay, and doubt session at every Saturday, second Saturday, and fourth Saturday. So these are the things that's contained in the CIB ka Mahapack. So CIB ka Mahapack is also one of the best package. So if you want to get this pack, you have to apply the coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount in the CIB ka Mahapack. Okay, class. So that's all for today's. So if you want to enroll in this batch, you can please enroll in the class. Okay, class, and see, after each and every class, concept is the power. So you have to focus on the concept, focus on YouTube questions, mock paper, ebooks, and have a confidence on yourself. You can easily crack this exam in a single and a first attempt, because you can see the result of this session of July session. So many candidates who have scored 60, 80 plus marks. Nobody is in the line of 50. Only few students are in the line of 50. So what they have done, they have just followed the guidelines of teachers. Okay, so that's why this single platform is sufficient to crack your exam. No need to refer other material. That one Adda 24/7 batch is sufficient for your success. So if you want to enroll in this batch, so this is your success batch, please enroll by applying the coupon code Y391P for the maximum discount in this batch. Okay, and from Monday onwards, from 6th of August, we are just going to start. First of all, module C we will start, then module B we will start, and then after module A. Okay, in success batch, module D will be in the recorded form. Okay, module D will be in the recorded form. So that's why this is very, very much important for your success. So that's all for today's class. Have a nice day.